Hello, everybody. We are going to get started in just a minute. Make sure you have some space. We are going to be going to the floor a bit today, so make sure you have some room available. And we are going to start with a few mobility drills just to get our bodies nice and warm before we stretch them all out. All right, go ahead and step back into your space. We're going to start standing. All right. So we have a few more mobility warm-ups that we're going to start with before we deep stretch too much. So this is your first time standing up in a bit. Go ahead and just give those legs a little shake, a little kick. Bring those heels up towards the butt. Give those quads a stretch. And then pick those knees up in front. And then we're going to do some gate openers. So we're going to bring that right leg up. We're going to open it to the side and bring it down, reverse, pick it up and over. Same thing. Think up and over and up and over. Okay, we're going to do those a few more times. Hello to everyone hopping on. Open. All right, one more on that left. Good. All right, we're going to take it into a wide stance position here. Ooh. All right, so nice and wide, so wider than those shoulders. We're going to bring those hands together, and as we bend one of our knees, ooh, tap the floor. So bring it forward, tapping right on the inside of that foot, or tap the toe. The choice is yours. The knee is bending just enough to help you get down there. That back is still staying flat. And we're going nice and slow. My camera hates when I go side to side. But we're just going to keep going. Good. Nice long line with those legs. One more. And if you can't reach the floor, you can also just tap those knees. Good. All right. From here, we're going to bring it down. And I want you to get nice and low with this position. So this is going to look different on everyone. You can either bring it down to here and hold here and shift, open up those knees. About 10 more seconds. Bring it up. We're going to drop down onto one knee. And we have our left knee down, right knee up. And what we're going to do is that right arm, so same arm as leg that is out, is just going to reach up towards that ceiling. And then as we take that left hand, it's going to reach down, and we're going to drop it basically down to the floor. Left hand touches the floor. That right arm is still standing up there. You're like, this feels so weird. Keep going, and I want you to either stay in this position if that's enough. Otherwise, you're going to bend that elbow down and straighten, bring it back up. So it's called a little bit like a windmill. We're going to do the same thing. Other leg, left leg in front, right leg is down, left arm up, and then right arm down. It comes down, reaching up towards the ceiling, and then that elbow bends to try to get down closer to the floor. And you may need to adjust it down. You can bring it right down onto your forearm, bring it back up. We're going to repeat one more time. And if you've never done these before, a little bit of a learning curve. They feel a little bit weird. And bring it down. Really good for those hips to open as well. And other side, test that balance. Bring it down, bend, up, good. All right, we're gonna bring it into some knee drops. So this is gonna be that little bit of a yogi squat position. You wanna try to get down onto those feet. Those heels can be lifted if you need to be down nice and low. The goal is to try to get those heels flat on the ground. And you can hang out right here. If you need a little bit more support, you can pick it up a little bit wider and stay up here. Otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to take those hands up and you're going to tap one of your knees to the floor. Now, these are difficult. And depending on how your knees are, this may not be for you. And if this doesn't feel right, leave this one out. Find a stretch that works. Otherwise, you're just going to tap those knees down one more time and then bring it back up to a forward fold and stretch those hamstrings. We are going to roll it all the way back up. There we go. And then step it back into your space. And we are going to go to our next one. So we got a little bit of a low squat that we're just going to bring it down, 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 as low as you can comfortably go, and then bring it back up. Give those hips a little press through. Give those hip flexors a stretch. We're going to drop it down one more time. And up, last one, down, squat, and up. All right, from here, we're going to do what we like to call a sprawl to Spider-Man. So just before we really deep stretch some of these, we're going to get down onto our hands and knees right about here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring those knees up. We're going to press back like you're doing a child's pose, but your knees are off the ground. Press it back. And now you're going to come forward into your plank. That right leg is going to come forward. You take your little stretch here. And now we're going to send it back. Press those hips backwards. And repeat. Send it back forward. Left leg comes through. Drop those hips down. Hands down. Send it back. Rock it back. We're going to do one more each side. You can make this more of a fluid motion. So as you get better at these, it's going to be here to here, to back to front, and then bring it all the way back. Drop those knees down, rock it back into your child's pose. Good. Bring it up, right leg forward, sitting up onto that knee. We're just going to lean forward, rock it forward and back, forward and back. Number 3, switch legs. Ooh. Find your balance. Left leg in front, rock forward and back. Rock it. Good. All right. Back down. We are going to go onto our backs. So turn it over, bring it down onto the floor. And if you don't feel like going down to the floor today, you can sit right in a chair and do the same figure 4 stretch that we're about to do on the floor. Take that right leg. Left leg is bent. First, I want us to just hold behind the thigh and just focus on that hamstring stretch. And hang out here. Good. We're going to bend that knee in. And then we're going to bring it up one more time. One last stretch. Bend it. Bring it into a figure 4. And you can pick up that left leg. Grab behind the left thigh. Pull that knee in. And hang out here. Drop that foot down. We're going to send the left leg out straight. Right leg is still bent. We're going to cross it up and against to the side, across the body. Open up those arms, straight out from the sides, palms up to the ceiling. Nice deep breath here. Good. Bring that knee back in. And then we're going to take our hands, wrap it around that right knee, pull it out and in towards that armpit. So it's not just straight over the chest, it's coming out to the side. Open up that inner thigh and hold it right about there. Bring it back in line, switch legs. Left leg comes up, grabbing behind the thigh. Supporting that leg, a little bit of bend in the knee is fine. Good. We're gonna bend that knee, pull it into the chest, point the foot, extend it back up, give it another stretch. Good, cross it over, press that knee out, lift and hold behind that right leg. And hold here and take some deep breaths. All right. Send that right leg out straight, left leg up and over. Just and hang out here and then open up those arms. Good. All right. Bring it back in and then grabbing that left knee. Make sure you're pressing that right leg down into the floor as well. And then guide that knee towards your left armpit, opening up that hip. Nice. Bring it back in line. Bend the knees and plant those feet flat on the floor. Scooch your feet a little bit further away from your hips. And then from here, roll those hips back so that your low back is pressing into the floor. Go ahead and squeeze your glutes together and lift your tailbone. Think the tip of your tailbone lifts off the floor first. And then think every vertebrae after that lifts as we come up into our glute bridge, all while still squeezing underneath and keeping the strength there in that contraction. Think of it as your golden ticket and you are holding on to it. And you want to keep that contraction, and same thing in the core. You're still embracing the core, but you're breathing through it. And this is your nice glute bridge position. Then we're going to hold for another 5 seconds. 2 and 1, bring it down, rolling back through the spine. And then relax everything. Let your spine go out of alignment, kind of let your body just hang out here. And then same thing, reset, pull the belly to spine, tilt those hips, squeeze, lift the tailbone, press it all the way up, and you can do hands pressing into the floor. And then from here, we're going to lift those heels off the floor, lift and hold right here. Still squeezing all the way through those hamstrings, glutes. 4. Good. Heels come down. We roll back through and then pick those knees up. Reach for the toes for a happy baby. Pressing the knees down on each side. Inhale up. And rock through your spine if you want to do a little roll. You can also take it into a quick plow position if you want to stretch your upper back a little bit more. That's when those feet come up and over the head and touch here. Nice hamstring stretch too. Otherwise, bring it all the way up into a seated position for that butterfly stretch. Interlock those fingers underneath. Scoot your hips a little closer to those heels and then lean back and let those shoulders come away from the ears. Nice deep breath. Inhale up, bring it as close as you can to your feet. Good, inhale up. Take those hands, bring them behind you. And now I want you to just think of pulling those shoulders back. You can lift the chin, really just opening that chest here. And then relax, bring that left arm up, reach all the way over. Think of reaching up towards that diagonal. And other side, reach it up. And both arms up. One more time, reach it down in front, lean forward. Once you feel that kick in on those inner thighs, you're going to hold here, drop the hands, bend the elbows if you can. One last nice big inhale. And roll it up through your spine. Take those legs, give them a shake. Feel free to reach for those toes, see how flexible you're feeling today. Make note of anything that is a little bit tighter than usual. And if you have any questions, feel free to email your fitness center staff. And that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for stretching with me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Are welcome. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Natasha. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, Michelle. Happy Monday. It's Monday.